Hey, 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 welcome back to Alex's World. As always, I really appreciate that you guys are supporting the channel and helping make YouTube my full-time job. And so I'm not really sure on if the rest of the world understands this meme. Florida man, insert today's date, but you can definitely do this fun little exercise here. So on Google, you'll want to type in Florida man and your birthday. Click on the news. So for me, it's Florida man, September 27th. Go ahead and mark that date on your calendar. Make sure that the date is in quotation marks, as that will let Google know that it requires that phrase in it. So I got Florida man arrested after whipping samurai sword in trash dispute. Florida man murders plot against wife backfires after he's left paralyzed. Florida man pleads guilty to blowtorch torture of plastic surgeon. Central Florida man among 35 charged in nation's largest Medicare scheme. So after you go ahead and do a little fun Google exercise, because let's be honest, you didn't do it, and now you feel kind of guilty because I'm calling you out, and now you're going to write a little angry comment. I get it, whatever. Okay, let me know in the comment section what the top news for your birthday was, and or just use a random date, and just let me know what your hilarious responses are. But anyway, basically, it's a shitstorm out there, right? You thought California has issues? No. Florida takes the cake on how many issues there are. You know, at least California has a lot of smart people in it. They got a lot of rich folk. So they're still crazy, but at least they're not cracked out crazy, right? And, you know, what does Florida have? Beach, Disney World, decent weather. You know, just any hot spot, tourist spot that it's on the edge of the United States has some serious issues with it, whether it be homelessness, you know, really bad immigration, areas that have just really high crime rates, you know, drug-related crimes, crackheads, storms, hurricanes, you know, lack of fresh water, unclean energy. The list goes on and on, right? If you, in fact, you look up the average IQ by state for 2020, or actually, I'll go ahead and just show you. Florida has one of the lowest average IQs of adults, and Florida continuously, you know, makes records daily on coronavirus cases as well as deaths. And most of the world doesn't have this problem at all. You know, in fact, most countries are going down and have very minimal action with coronavirus. And Florida has so many brainwashed monkeys just running around. Oh, hello. uh, Spewing bologna sandwich. Anyway, Florida has so many brainwashed monkeys running around and spewing BS because all the crackheads, you know, spewing out of their mouths, and people getting so confused at what the truth is because of all these interactions with other people. You know, some of these people just read Facebook memes and aren't really meant to be taken seriously at all, but then they translate these memes and put them into action in the real world, and all of a sudden, you got people saying stupid shit like, I light myself on fire to keep myself cool because it's so hot outside. And then you breed an idiot thinking that, you know, you can legitimately cool yourself off with fire because they stuck their hand in a candle and go, oh, I wasn't hot, that wasn't burned. So, once again, if you don't understand what I just said, don't worry about it. People are fucking crazy. All right. Um, just for those who don't know, you know, putting yourself on fire or anything on fire will increase its temperature. And don't sue me, bro. Anyway, I've heard so many stupid theories that masks don't do anything, right? The government's just trying to get more sales on masks and cleaning supplies, and that's the only reason why the coronavirus was made. And the coronavirus was made in a laboratory in order to cause a terrorist attack against the United States and, you know, kill boomers and make house prices go down and the disgusting amount of things that people are just creating in their own minds. But anyway, you know, these are probably the same people who believe Bush did 9/11 and, you know, steel beams can't melt memes, or I don't remember what the phrase was. But anyway, yeah, on good news, right? Florida did, you know, open up Disney World, you know, the most magical place on earth, and this is kind of a great thing during a pandemic. And I really hope that it really doesn't increase the numbers by tens of thousands. But anyway, so now that I got all built up and done with, we've got today's anti-maskers who are, true Americans, right? Who really need to make sure that their voices are heard and who, think everybody is after them. So a Florida restaurant really didn't care if customers wore masks or liked the video. Then the police were called, and the policeman said, it's mandatory that everybody out here is going to be wearing a mask, otherwise you need to refuse service, right? And everybody kind of exploded somehow, and this caught the news, right? Bad citizens who can't handle wearing a little mask on their face retaliated against the police, and then, anti-mask protests started to happen, and saying that their rights are being violated somehow, right? And is that guy even wearing a mask over his that guy's wearing a mask over his eyes. Anyway, how is he going to subscribe to the channel wearing a mask over his eyes? Is he supposed to be funny? We really need Darwin's theory to kick into effect, please. Thank you. And the news station put this on the video. These maskless cheese eaters showed up to shout out at authorities. Can you imagine being called a maskless cheese eater? I don't think that anybody has ever said that before in the history of ever. Maskless cheese eaters. Anyway, so this lady states that this is wrong, what you're doing. This is America. Sounding like Randy Johnson in South Park when he gets arrested for being drunk and then getting in a drunk rage and drunk fighting with other, stupid spectators at a soccer match. She states that this is not communist America. This is not communist China. This is America. So what if people are wearing masks in public? Does that equal communism? Because you're having a problem breathing at 100% of the time at a regular pace? I don't even think you can spell communism correctly. So we have this male Karen named Chris who says the person behind the camera is asking him to wear a mask. And he's being very selfish that he's not wearing a mask and endangering folk around him because he's not wearing a mask. He just kind of regurgitates the same, no, you're being selfish, like a 5-year-old, and you're requiring me to wear a mask, a medical procedure, so that way you could feel more safe. First off, wearing a mask isn't a medical procedure. I don't know if you know what a medical procedure is. Maybe you should go to school, figure that one out. It's wearing something over your face to prevent a potential disease from spreading. So yes, Chris, you're selfish, and you look really dumb right now in front of hundreds of people. And then, these two buffoons yell at neighbors, saying, stay in your house if you're so afraid, and wear your mask in public. I don't care, but don't require me to wear my own. And the two buffoons, keep stating that, they have every right to wear a mask in their own home, and out in the public, it's just not fair for them to force others to wear it. And, it's viral videos like this where it causes the rest of the world to just kind of laugh at the United States and how stupid people are in this country, just due to misinformation. People take credit from their friends more often than medical professors or experts in that field just because their ability to relate to them versus talking actual facts and information, and think that everything that is, mainstream is just one big hoax and conspiracy theory. And some people just honestly just don't want to hear it. They think that, somebody who has worked their last 10, 15 years in a profession is out to get them and make more money. And I guess that's just what America wants, schools and teachers and just everybody in between just gets severely underpaid to shit. And it honestly should be illegal how underpaid they are. But, that's just me. Anyway, I talked to a few of my Australian and Swedish friends. They just kind of laugh at the whole thing. They think it's just some big clown circus shit show and, that we have in America here. And Ella comments, the whole mass conspiracy is just a ploy by the government to distract us from the real oppression, wearing pants. What are we, some communist pants-wearing sissies, or strong, powerful, free Americans? Restricting the freedom of genital exposure is a mind control tactic. Used to enhance the microwave 5G Wi-Fi fluoride psychic waves. Do your own research, sheeple. Don't believe what they tell you. This is obviously a joke, I hope. Mr. Grind comments, if everybody has coronavirus, then there should be no new cases. Anyway, that's it for today's video. Thanks for hearing me rant. Again, I have like over 400 plushies that are waiting for you to buy. Thanks for helping me make YouTube my full-time job. And until next time, like tomorrow, see ya.
Team's turret has been